Hello everyone. It is another very cold and dark and dreary morning, but I love it. Let's see, what do we have astrologically? Venus is still in Aquarius and kind of liking it there, I think. The moon is settling itself into Gemini before it moves into Cancer, and where it will turn full on the 6th. And we have a beautiful sextile between Venus and Jupiter. So yesterday I was talking about Jupiterian energy and how it is very magnanimous, right? It's a benevolent planet. Whatever it touches or whatever planet it interacts with, it magnifies its energy. Venus being the planet of love and Jupiter being that benefactor almost, is us really sinking into that beautiful, warm, fuzzy feeling that Venus brings. We could be prompted to host more, to socialize more, to spread that love, right? I hope the cards back this up because it's a beautiful energy and we really need to make the most of it. All right. Some of you may be spending more time with friends because, again, Venus is in Aquarius, or with your social groups. I need to fix my camera. Hang on a minute. It's really bothering me. Okay, let's see what we have for the 4th. Oh, thank God. I don't know if I mentioned in the beginning that I was reading for the 4th. Oh, okay, that's a small minor hiccup. 2 small minor hiccups, but we will not let them derail us because some of these cards are absolutely stunning. Okay, that wanted to show up. The Hermit. The 8 of Swords showed up yesterday too. Some of us are really in our heads, are we not? Oh, beautiful. I say beautiful because I'm a Cancerian and that's my card. Bottom of the deck, Page of Wands, the Star, Page of Cups, the Tower, King of Wands, 6 of Pentacles. With the Lovers, plain and simple, this is us thinking about love, processing love, marinating in love, thinking about our future when it comes to our relationships and all that wonderful stuff. But while we are thinking about all of that, we are confusing ourselves. The 2 of Swords is the energy of a stalemate. It is not being able to make a decision. But there was someone incredibly famous, now I can't remember, it was a poet, I can't remember his name. He said, not making a decision is also a decision because it has consequences. So, the Lovers in the tarot originally was called the Choice. If there is a decision that you are preventing yourself from making, now is a great time for you to make it. If you want to wait till the 20th of January once Mars and Mercury are direct and then make that decision. But I would say prepare yourself to make that decision. This could be anything related to your significant other. Because with the Page of Wands, the Star, the Page of Cups, 2 pages, right? Pages bring messages. And then we have the Tower with the King of Wands. This is almost the universe saying, if you don't make a decision, I will make it for you. You know what I mean? And whatever decision you make with the Queen of Cups energy, make it not from ego, make it not from the mind, make it from the heart. That is very important. Because if your mind comes in the way, Mercury being retrograde, you may make the wrong decision. Your heart is not retrograding, so it's not going to lie to you. Okay? With the 5 of Cups here, this is more about being grateful for what you already have. Not crying over spilt milk. If you feel that something isn't working out for you, is everything in your life not working out for you? Ask yourself that. I'm pretty sure there are things that actually bring you joy that are still around, right? Hold on to those. With the Chariot, The Chariot talks about balancing heart and head. It talks about balancing light and shadow so that both those archetypes have one common goal, so that you don't have to struggle moving in that direction. With the Two of Swords, this is imbalance because it's a stalemate, right? I see energies balancing themselves. I see movement happening the minute you make this decision. And this could be as simply as putting your foot down and drawing a boundary and telling whoever it is that you're dealing with. It doesn't have to be a lover. It could be a friend, a family member. Explaining to them what your boundaries are, what you will tolerate and what you won't, right? Because that is what the King of Swords does. This is a beautiful King of Swords, plucking stars from the universe and weaving them into the fabric of his or her life. So it is a card of manifestation to an extent. But here I feel like this is more about how you want to be treated. As the Queen of Cups, no gender in tarot, I feel like you've been bringing about a whole lot of love into this situation. You're making the initiative. You're taking chances. You're putting yourself out there, right? But I feel like till energies are balanced and there's equal give and take, I did see the Six of Pentacles, did I not? Yeah. Till there is equality in this situation, I feel like there's no point investing in it. There's no point working on it because you're just going to exhaust yourself. Two of Pentacles are below that. So, be very clear about your boundaries. Be very clear about aircraft flying overhead. What you expect from people. If you need space, be very clear about that as well, so that people, like I said, don't cross that boundary, don't cross that threshold. With the Eight of Swords, I do see us in our heads a little bit today, but maybe I should just get another card. The High Priestess. Let's not stew and marinate, okay? That's what I'm getting. I feel like we may be prone to stewing and marinating in our own problems. And we'll be very quiet about it because the High Priestess doesn't speak. Sometimes when fears crop up in our lives or in our minds, right, and we mistake that fear for intuition, we need to learn the difference. There's that gut instinct, but that gut instinct can very easily be programmed to react out of fear. Right? That fight or flight mode. The High Priestess talks about pure wisdom, pure intuition, that almost comes out of our psyche without any bias. Learn to know the difference. Are you just waiting for the other shoe to drop? If you are, shift your frequency, because then that shoe will drop because you're waiting for it, right? Interesting. Let's see. We have why. This is very Virgo-like energy. Ask the right questions. I feel like I said, instead of stewing and marinating in our problems, we need to be very inquisitive and curious about why we think the way we think, why our fears crop up at the most inopportune times. This is more about delving deeper into our own psyches. Sometimes it's easy to point a finger and say that person triggered me. What was triggered? If this particular person, whoever it is that you're dealing with, if you're here for love, if that person left, okay, what was triggered in you? Was an abandonment trauma triggered in you? Was an abandonment wound triggered in you? Work on that, so that you don't give somebody else the power to control how you feel. I'm just giving you a small example, okay? This doesn't have to be about love. And then again, with why, I'm almost feeling like we need to ask ourselves if we are trusting our intuition. And if we aren't, why are we functioning more from this place of fear? Why is that fight or flight mode activated? With Venus in Aquarius, this is a beautiful energy because Aquarius asks a lot of questions. Aquarius is very curious. So you could be, well, questioning your relationships. You could be questioning your partners. And I feel like this needs to be healthy curiosity, which is a means to an end. Okay, we don't want this to be something that is just a pure just annoyance and a waste of time. This needs to lead to something. Whatever questions are being answered for you, it should lead to you making a decision about whatever this is. All right. And again, with the moon in Gemini, why? There's a lot of air happening in the transits. So ask the right questions. Communication is key here. Like I said, sometimes we can stew and marinate in our problems because we don't have the answers, right? And not having facts leads us to assuming and presuming. Let's not do that. Let's have cold hard facts and make decisions from there. That is what is going to help us move forward. All right. That was it. I hope this helped. See you tomorrow.